Well, hello you guys, and welcome to the video where we are going to be discussing all things Kiss Falscara Lashes. That is right, I'm going to be answering everything there is to know about Kiss Falscara because I have been using this system on and off for the last year, and I feel like I've really gotten to know the system. I have everything you want to discuss talked about. I will be sharing with you exactly how I like to apply these and what is recommended, how the wear time is, how to make them last, how long do they last, because they claim 10 days, but do they really last 10 days? We'll talk about all of that, and stay to the end because I actually reached out to you, my viewers, and asked you guys, what is it that I'm missing that I need to tell you guys? What are your questions? Let me answer them about the Kiss Falscara system because I get a lot of questions all the time. You guys really enjoy that video where I tested out, and then I did more shorts showing you how long they last, but I want to compile it all into one video right here. But if I do forget anything or if I still leave anything unanswered, please drop it down in the comments below and I will answer in the comments, maybe make a future video if need be, and all of that. And by the way, if you are new to my channel and my face, my name is ashleyellix, and I would love it so much if you would consider subscribing. That way you get notified when I post new beauty videos, which is about once a week. If you like some extended content, specifically book related, please find me on Instagram at ashleyellix. It's a lot of book stuff over there. As you see, I have books floating around back there. I love my books, and I do have a book podcast with my BFF at Besties in the Books podcast. But that's not what this video is about. This video is all about the Falscara lashes, and we're going to deep dive into it. And if you're ready to, then let's go, boo. Boop. I always like to talk details and specifications real quickly so we can get that out of the way. So I have the starter set from Kiss. It is the Falscara starter system. This retails for $24.99. I do recommend this if you are trying it out, or if you don't have all of these products. This is a good value because you have your bonder and sealer in there, which is actually what you use to apply the lashes. And then if you want your lashes to actually wear as long as you can, as many days as you can get in, then you need that overnighter. It kind of looks like a liquid liner. You're going to need that to seal the deal, and you use that every night. The applicator tool I do find very handy. I feel like it's a little bit easier to use than just your average tweezers. They do have little multi-packs of just the lashes, but I feel like if you're starting off, you just need to grab this set. Find out, do I like the long, the medium, short? Which combination do I like? And then you can go in and buy the little sets of just those lengths that you like and build your own set from there. But this is a really good value and a good starter set for anybody looking to get into it, wanting to see what you like, because it has all 3 lash lengths in there and it covers all your bases. Oh, and also has the remover in there, which is very important, which we'll go to. The remover, you need the remover, guys. So don't skip on this. Don't feel like you're not going to use everything, because if you're using this set, you're going to use everything. So there are some quick, easy sets that are like $19.99 that come with just like almost one set of lashes only, your applicator and your bonder sealer. You would have to separately buy the overnighter. So I feel like the value is still better in this one. This set I can probably get 2 or 3 sets out of. So that is really nice, depending on the length, unless you're really committed to a certain amount of lengths. I kind of switch it up each time. So this one's fine for me to get 2 or 3 uses out of. So that's a really good value as opposed to $19.99 for one. And then you're not even going to get as long of wear because then you need to buy the overnighter separate. So just start with that set. That's the best way to go. And then from there, if you run out of any little piece, you can buy the products individually. So if you just need the overnighter, or if you just need the bonder sealer, but you have plenty of lashes still, you can buy those pieces. So it's really nice that they offered options and we're not stuck to like, that's the worst when you have to buy a set, but you didn't use everything in the set. Ugh, I hate that. So there's definitely options for you guys. But where can you find them? Well, I found them at Ulta. They also have them at Walmart and Target, and pretty much anywhere that you can get the Kiss brand, you can find the Falscara system. I do like buying mine at Ulta because they usually have a coupon that I can do. Sometimes Ulta does 30% off of Kiss, or buy one, get one 50% off. So shop the deals, save some money, because lashes are expensive as it is, and we want to save wherever we can. But now let's get to how to apply the Kiss Falscara lashes. Now you want to start with clean, natural lashes. You don't want any mascara on those lashes because you want them to really stick to the natural lashes and not cause any kind of gunking or anything like that. But you will curl your lashes. So get your little curler out of choice, curl those lashes. I always do base, middle, and tip, kind of do a light pump, not pressing too hard, and just work my way up to the top of the lash. And that gives a really nice curl for me. It is recommended from Falscara to just go right in right away with the bonder and apply it to all over your lashes, working one eye at a time. I have found over the last year of working with this, it is easiest to just apply per section, per cluster. So I have a little saying, don't get flustered, work per cluster, okay? So you grab out the lash that you want to use first. I always feel like it's good to be prepared. So I started with the long this time, and I put that on my little tray. I grab my applicator, I have it ready, and I apply the bonder, it's the black side, right to the outer corner. So I work from my outer corner, working my way in, but just right now, just the outer corner, just in about the size of that wand. It's perfect. They thought of everything. You have the size of the wand is about the size of the cluster. So just paint it. If you go a little too far, it's okay. So just paint it right on, just like you would a mascara, and then take your lash, and you're gonna very gracefully, very gently, maybe not the first time. The first time you might be a little bit all over the place, but with time, with practice, you'll get it. But very gently place that lash cluster underneath your lashes. You're not putting them on top like traditional lashes. You're just gently placing them right underneath your natural lash. If you need a little assistance, if you have hooded eyes or anything, you can very gently pull your eyelid starting right on the brow bone, just gently lift it up a little bit so you get a little bit of lift, and pop that lash right on. It is best, a little tip, to have a mirror, say on your countertop, on your desk, wherever you're getting ready, to help get that nice little angle in there. Or else you can tilt your head back if you just have a wall mirror and lift up. Don't over manipulate it. If it looks like it's a little bit off, take the applicator and just gently nudge it to where it needs to go. And then take the side of the applicator and press up, kind of, you're almost tapping it into the natural lash. If you push too hard, glue may spread, or bonder I should say, may spread, and then you're going to get too sticky, and then the lash is going to come off, it not on your lash, and it's going to be chaotic and a mess. So you want to take a deep breath. You want to pace yourself and just gently press it in. Don't get too pushy with it. It's a gentle press. So you have that first cluster applied. Go ahead and get your next one out. For my lashes today, I actually went with a elongated, kind of fairy, fluttery, pretty natural lash. And I went in with another long size. So I did two longs, a medium and a short for this lash look. But depending on the size of your eyelid, you want to kind of experiment, see what you like most. And I'll tell you some other tips and tricks at the end of how to get different eye style looks and eyelash looks with these. So I went in with another long. So just gently swiping that bonder gel right onto the natural lashes, grabbing another long cluster and placing it in there. And the next one I did is the medium. And again, same thing, applying the blonder, popping it on. And then I went in with a short. Now the inner corner is where you got to kind of get a little bit creative sometimes, because the worst thing when it comes to any kind of false lashes is feeling that inner corner stabbing your eye or popping off or just having an attitude. And we don't want no lash attitude around here. So what I kind of do is base it on the day, honestly. Sometimes I cut that short lash or whatever the lash last clutch. It is so, guys, hang on. These are tongue twisters, saying lash so many times, especially because I have Invisalign, but so bear with me. But the last lash cluster I do, I may skip it all together. I may cut it in half, or like today, I was able to just go in with the full. So I kind of base it on, maybe it's how many lashes I have in that area, because it is kind of sparse there and you do need something for the bonder to grab onto. So today I was able to do a full cluster. If you are finding you don't really have any space left yet, but you have maybe a few short wispy hairs, a little tip that you can do instead of doing a lash on that one is run a little waterproof mascara. I find waterproof mascara is a little bit thicker and kind of looks similar to the texture of these lashes, like the thickness. So I'll just run a little bit right there. And that way, if my eyes get watery or something, you're not noticing it. It's not running, nothing like that. Or you can cut and trim down the length of the lash and just pop that in. Or you could skip it all together. Depending how much room you have, you can very much cater it to your needs and the style that you like to see, which is another reason why I love the system so much, is because you're not stuck with like one style of lash. You can really change it up to suit your needs. But anyways, back to applying the lashes, because we are not technically done yet, even though the lashes are on. You might notice it's still a little bit tacky, and that's why you can kind of move them around a little bit to make sure that they are in place where you want them to. So before I go in with the sealer though, I start with the first eye that's already pretty dry, just a little bit tacky. I take the applicator and I very gently press it onto the lashes just to make sure that the false lash and the bonder are sealed to the natural lash. So I want a nice little press in there just so it's nice and like flush. It doesn't have to be super hard, but just a nice little press. Again, a little tap, not a smash, and that works really nicely. Once that feels like that's good on each side, try not to pinch yourself. Be really careful. Take your time with this one, especially the first couple times you do it. I've been doing it for a while now, so if it looks effortless, it's because I practice, like I said, over a year. So go ahead and grab your sealer, which is on the other side adjacent to the bonder, and you're going to take the sealer and you're going to just brush it into where you applied the bonder, and it's going to help remove the tacky layers. If you do gel nails at home, or if you ever get your gel nails done and you notice they're rubbing something on your nails at the end of it, they're removing the tacky layer. So it's kind of a similar concept in that, where you're just removing that gluey residue and sealing the deal. So make sure not to forget that step. So I'm going to go in and show you me applying the other side while we continue talking, just in case you need some more visual aids. Like I said, patience is everything. Allow yourself to get used to this process. Once I did it a couple times, I was like, oh, I got this. One other little tip I want to mention, which is actually a user tip, a commenter actually left this on my first video of maybe, I think it might have even been a different brand. I tried the Ardell ones, you guys. Those were garbage. The Ardell Seamless, I hated those so much. This Kiss Falscara is perfection. So let's just say that right now. So the tip that they gave though is actually to apply the bonder to the lash cluster. It's a little bit tricky because you got to get, you have to use the applicator and get it on the end of the lash and just gently kind of paint it on the lash. So it is a little bit tricky, but if you're finding that maybe the glue is drying faster than you're able to work with yourself or whatever, try doing it that way. See if you can do that and then pop it onto the lashes. Maybe you're over applying your bonder and it's just too much and you just can't get it quite right. Just apply a little on the base of those lashes, the lash cluster, pop it on that way. So give that a try. I thought that was a great tip. It worked totally for me. No problem. I just prefer applying it straight on and doing it that way, but to each their own. And lastly, for applying the false lashes, if you want these to last as long as possible, grab that overnighter liner that is over on the side. It's not really a liner, but it just looks like a liquid liner, as you see. What you're gonna do with that overnighter is you're gonna lift up your lid and gently run it along the edge, but not on your eye, not on your upper waterline, but just along the edge where you put the lashes. That way it helps seal it. You're going to do that 2 or 3 times depending on your seal. And then you're going to want to hang on to that guy. Okay. Keep it by your skincare because every night before you go to bed, just do a little line right underneath your lashes. And nice creepy eye visual aid. I mean, you're clicking on this video, you're going to see a lot of eyeballs, sorry, but you're going to go, it's not that base right there of the lash line because that's going to be a little too close to the eye. You're just above that thick line on the lash base. You're just above that and you're going to line it. So that is only 1 coat per night. I notice it really helps with the longevity. If I forget to use it one night, I'll notice they are kind of getting a little loosey-goosey. I experimented, like I said, over the year. It's best to just do it every night. If you remember, if you don't remember, if you forget one night, it's going to be okay. Just try to remember to do it if you want as full length of wear time as possible throughout the week. That's how you apply them, but how long do they actually wear after you've applied them? So I'm actually wearing them right now. This is day 3. So you can tell they're holding up really nicely. I went to the gym today and they're holding up great. I wash them and everything. I'll show you how to do all of that in a minute here. It claims you can get 10 days of wear with these lashes, which is a long time for an at-home non-professional system, but I've only ever really been able to stretch it to 6 days. On the 6th day, honestly, they're just looking a little bit funky dunky. I want to rub my eyeballs freely and I'm just done with them. That's the only time, that's the longest. Consistently, I've gone 6 days and then I'm done. And usually I give my lashes a break. I don't usually stack them back to back. I can't remember ever doing that. It's probably fine to do, but use with caution, I guess. I feel like I've always been somebody who likes to let my nails rest a few days, my lashes, my hair, anytime I'm doing kind of extensions types of situations, because it's good to take a break. On the 7th day, we rest. But before we talk about removing them, I get the question all the time, how do you maintain the lashes? So you need a makeup remover that's oil free. If you're going to be using any kind of makeup at all, concealer even, anything like that, an oil free makeup remover. Oil can start to break down the glue. It doesn't break it down enough, to remove the lashes, unfortunately, which I'll tell you a story, but it removes it enough to make it annoying and kind of wobbly and waxy, and it's just not good. So get yourself an oil-free makeup remover. I love the Garnier micellar water. I use that with just a little cotton round, and I soak the cotton round in it, and I just gently press and remove the eyeshadow all over my lids or any kind of dirt and oil buildup. Even if I'm makeup free that day, I'll use this, and then go underneath my eyes to remove any kind of concealer, you know, make sure it's all nice and clean there. I remove all my makeup that way, and then in the shower, I go in with my second cleanse, which is my just regular Jan Marini cleanser that I use. I don't take any special care in the shower. I don't rub my eyes. I don't rub my eyelashes, but I just gently wash. I don't mind if a little bit water gets on there. It hasn't been a problem at all. Just don't scrub your face around your eyes. Don't rub your eyes, because then maybe they'll fall off. I haven't done that yet. Okay? I try to be very careful and baby that area. And you know what? It's our eye area, so we should be more gentle with it anyway. So the other way to maintain these lashes, when I'm all done cleaning my face, getting everything lotioned and prepped and whatever, so you're gonna take that serum. Like I said, it looks like a little liquid eyeliner, and you're gonna swipe it right underneath the lashes, not so close to the base that you're gonna get it in your upper waterline or your eyeball, just right above the lace, like towards the lash length, right there. Just do one swipe every night. So that's how to maintain the lashes, but how do you remove them? Because this is more serious than I thought they would be the first time I did them. Listen, there is a reason Kiss has come out with a Falscara remover. So trust them on this. That is the easiest, simplest, gentlest way I have found to remove these lashes. Don't go in there and just try ripping them off. If they're shedding naturally on day 6, you're still gonna want the Falscara remover because it just has residual left behind. It's honestly so simple to use the Falscara remover. I just take my cotton pad and soak it in that remover. I let it set on my eyes for 10 seconds and then gently kind of pull away, and you'll see the lashes are just melting right off. All of that greasy residue left over from the overnighter gel and the bonder are just coming right off, and you're going to be left with your clean, bare lashes. And then I just go in and wash my face like normal, you guys. It's so easy. Don't skip this step. Don't skip out on this product. It is so necessary. So have this on hand. I made the mistake. This is my little quick story time. I made the mistake, what might have been Christmas, I don't remember. I think it was, where I very haphazardly, so even I've made errors 6 months into using them at the time, threw on these lashes and went to drive to my parents for Christmas, and they were dry. I think I wore them 2 or 3 days, and they were driving me nuts because the little applicator had broken off, and I over applied the bonder, and so it was not feeling good, okay? And I was gumming, and something wasn't right. And I tried removing these without my Falscara remover, which I thought I had, and I came home after the trip and it was on the counter, so I must have forgotten it or ran out of room or something, put it aside. Big mistake, just like Pretty Woman said, but different context. So I went in with my mom's makeup remover. That didn't work. Obviously the waterproof makeup or the oil-free makeup remover I used didn't work. I used coconut oil. It helped a little bit, but there was still sticky stuff. I had to deal with that for the whole week I was there. I was like, great. Then I will never do that again because it's something about their remover that completely removes that gluey tackiness where other removers will not. So you might wonder why do I have to use an oil-free makeup remover? Well, because if you go in with something oil-based to remove it, it's not going to remove it all the way. It's just going to be annoying. So like I said, just use a Falscara remover when it's time to remove them. Please and thank you. Now, can you reuse these lashes? In my experience, no, you cannot reuse them, especially if you're getting 6 days of wear. If you're getting 1 day of wear, I don't know, maybe you can get that Kiss makeup remover or lash cleaner, whatever it is, and do it. Lash clusters are already hard enough to reuse. I'd say don't do it. I don't think you can reuse them after 6 days because it's going to be a bacteria situation. So not recommended. Wouldn't do it. Just buy some more lashes and keep the good times rolling. Okay. Are they waterproof? This was a hard one. I'm going to be honest. I might not have all the answers that I promised because I do not know 100% if they're waterproof. Like I said, in the shower, I have no problem. At the gym, when I'm sweating, no problem. I go in the steam rooms, the sauna, no problem. I haven't specifically dunked my head underwater, but with all those other water activities, it's been fine. So it's pretty close to waterproof. I don't want to claim that it's 100% waterproof, but I have no issues. I hope that helps. The summer's coming. If you want a waterproof lash video of me dunking my head in water, let me know, and I will provide that for you for science, because it is important. Another question I actually get asked a lot is, how many sets do you think you can get per pack? So this is the starter pack like we discussed. It definitely depends on the, which lash styles you like to use. Me, I did a mix of all of them, so long, medium, and short. I feel like I could definitely at least get one more set out of it. Maybe a third if I don't mind using more of the medium, since that's what I have most of left. I would say if you're just starting off, go ahead and grab this set. You'll at least get 2 sets out of it, and then you can buy refills based on the style that you like. So if you notice you're only using the long ones, you can just buy the long set or the medium or the short, whichever style you like. You can just get the packs from there, and those are a cheaper price point because you already have your base products in there. Going over this again, should you apply mascara to your natural lashes either before or after doing the set? Don't do it at all. You don't need mascara. You shouldn't. It's gonna get a clunky situation, and you don't want that. The whole point of these, I feel like, is to have that effortless natural lash look. You can make them more dramatic, and they do sell styles which are more dramatic, but you don't need mascara. You don't. That's the whole beauty of it, is you don't need mascara. Also, it makes more room for an environment for bacteria to grow, and we don't want that either, because it's really, it's going to be really difficult to remove your mascara, but not these lashes. So just don't do it. You don't need to. Can you wear other makeup or eyeshadow or glitter, anything like that with these looks? You'll see I do have a nice little gel shimmer shadow on my eyes today. Works no problem. The first day that you see me applying it, I had a nice glittery, shimmery eye look that I threw on. No problem. I will say probably it's just how much you want to work on removing and going around the lashes. If you do a really dramatic look, it's gonna be trickier to remove and get all of the makeup residue off your eyelids without rubbing and disturbing the lashes too much. But otherwise, I have no issues with doing eyeshadow looks, doing full eyeshadow looks. You just have to know of your commitment and what you're going to be working with to remove at the end of the day. I've worn eyeliner, I've worn cut creases, the whole shebang, and it's no problem at all. But for me, when I decide to wear my lashes, it's because I kind of want my lashes to speak for me instead of my eyeshadow. So those are the weeks that I do that. Okay, so now I think that covers all the things I wanted to make sure. That covers everything you need to know about the Kiss Falscara. But I did ask you guys to ask me questions that I could answer that maybe I forgot about, and I have some. So I've had a question, this one threw me off. I had to go and reference, because when I get YouTube comments, it doesn't always tell me what video it is, and I have to go see. And somebody asked me, what position do you sleep in? So I was like, what are they talking about? But then I saw it was lash video, and it made total sense. I get it, because they're referring to, does it affect your sleep? Like if you're sleeping on your face, I can attest to that. I am a side sleeper, and I am a tosser and a turner. So side sleeper, lashes aren't typically disturbed. However, every weekend I wear a face mask to sleep, with or without lashes, you guys. And they're fine. They hold up fine. I feel like that's a pretty good testament, because I got vivid dreams. I'm wearing a sleep mask. My eyelids are running around and closing and rubbing all over the face mask, and they still last fine. I don't get any shedding or anything. So that leads me to believe that even if you are a stomach sleeper with your head and face in the pillow, you'll probably be okay. You don't want to rough them up too much, but typical everyday wear and sleeping habits should be okay. Someone asked, do you need some natural lashes for them to stick? Yes. Yes, you do. So that's the only unfortunate thing, is if you literally have no lashes, if you are struggling with alopecia, or if you're going through cancer, unfortunately, these lashes will not work for you, because the clusters need a natural lash to stick to. The next question is, would you recommend them to people new to lash application? This is always a little tricky, because lash application can always be tricky, whether you're new or experienced. If you're trying out a new system, like even for me, who has been in the makeup industry for well over 15 years now and has tried so many different lash applications, I wasn't used to applying lashes underneath my natural lashes, and it was a little bit tricky, but once you try it a couple times, you tend to get the hang of it. I can't speak to everybody, but if you give yourself patience and grace and time, I would say don't do it for the first time, literally right before an event if you're on a time crunch. I'm guilty of doing that, definitely. Say you have a wedding coming up and you want to try these lashes out. don't wait until the day of. Try them the month before, try them even the week before, and then have a set ready if you like them to put on the morning of or the day of. I have sometimes, like if I'm going away on a trip, I'll put these lashes on the night before, sleep on them, sleep in them, and then I can just wake up and go. It's so nice to be able to wake up and go. They look the best like the first day or two, and then you have to make sure there's no fuzzies or anything kind of left over, like glitter or anything left on the lashes. But honestly, just, you can put them on when I put them on the morning of and then work around them. Don't do them, a half an hour before you need to be at the wedding or on a date or something, because you got to give yourself some patience and some grace. I'm notorious for trying out my makeup right before I get in the shower. That way you can wash it off. It doesn't work out, So anything can be tricky for the first time. You got to give yourself some patience. And reference this video if you need any help, because I'm hoping that these are answering all your guys' questions. I'm having some questions about tips and tricks that I've learned to make the application easier. I already went through some of them, but some main points would be work in clusters. Don't get flustered. Don't do the whole strip like I used to do. I used to paint it all over the lashes, and then I would get frustrated because by the time I got to my inner corner, because I'm dropping lashes and stuff, it would be dry. So just work per section. Get your oil-free makeup remover to clean it off. Gently nudge them into place. Take a deep breath. Have some fun with it. Experiment and try out what works for you. My last question that I have is how to make them look more natural. Honestly, they have like a bunch of different sets. I believe these are actually called, my favorite ones are called the Natural Lash. I believe that's the one that I like. I've tried a bunch of different other ones. The Natural Lash, it looks the most natural. They're not super, super thick as far as the diameter of the lash go. And working it like long versus short, working your way down is the most natural way to do it. That's why I did it this way, because I feel like that's what most people's go to. This kind of gives Ardell Wispy Lash, which is the #1 selling lash. So I like that you can customize it. The shorter, the more natural in a lot of cases. If you're feeling like the long is too long, go with medium, just medium and short, or short and short. If you have really short lashes, you might want to just play around with the short ones, and that's okay too. Like I said at the beginning, I do recommend this starter set. There are, though, for those that don't like the more natural look, who wants a more dramatic look, there are other lash sets that you can get. I mean, I would still always try this one. Try this one, get this one to try it out first. There's nothing in it for me. You can do it if you want, but that way you get used to them. The best value, I think, is in there because you're getting all the things. I don't know. That's just my 2 cents. But you can get some more dramatic lashes. What was really fun, what I did for I went to I don't know, it was a concert or Vegas, something. I did the thicker, more dramatic lashes, and I did a little space in between them on purpose. So then they got that spiky, fun look. So I really liked that. All right, I hope that answered all of your questions regarding the Kiss Falscara system. I hope that covers everything you need to know about it. But in case I forgot anything or maybe just didn't think of it, please leave a question down below and I'll do my best to answer that. And like I said, if I have enough questions, then I'll do another video and we'll just keep the fun times rolling. But my next deep dive, kind of everything you need to know video, will cover the Kiss Impress press-on lashes, which is a tie of which one is my favorite because I like them for different things, but I love them both. So stay tuned for that. Make sure your bell notifications is turned on so you don't miss out on it. Right now I'm doing about 1 full-length beauty video a week with a lot of shorts in between. Like I said, you can follow me on Instagram for some more book content. You can get some book podcasting going. I'll leave all those links down below. But thank you guys so much for checking out this video. I appreciate you all so much. I hope you have fun playing around with this Kiss Falscara system and love it just as much as I do. And I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye.